Okay, welcome to Words and Music, Rough and Ready.
Part
two.
Take two.
Well, we filmed about 20 minutes driving up, but the microphones I don't think were connected.
They weren't connected.
So we had to restart. Recording it rough and ready for a bit. That's a nice war memorial. Willersey. I'm going to get in front of Susan. Right, I'll show you where we are. Beautiful church. Never been here before. Well, I don't know actually. I don't think we have.
I thought we had.
St Peter's Church.
It's marked on my book.
Oh, well, maybe we have then. It's a beautiful sunny day. I can hardly see.
Churches.
So, we thought we'd give the name a different change this week. Some beautiful cottages. So we're going to try test out Words and Music Rough and Ready, because normally I'm the one that's ready and Susan's never ready with anything.
I'm sort of ready, but not all the way ready this week. Because he's sort of, well,
I think we're lucky.
He never gives me long to look at things. He doesn't. There's a small little church opening there.
Oh, beautiful views. Oh, I can spy another church. Look at this one. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but in the distance there's another church.
Oh, it might be St Berry.
Yeah, that could be St Berry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get a picture of that in a minute and put a steel up. So, because I've got my camera this time with my bigger lens on.
Completely jam-packed in here. Oh, there's a walk over here. Look. Come down here.
So,
let's go and have a little walk.
Yeah, I think it's Willersey.
You always say we're always doing the churches. Look. But there's a little walk down here.
There's some horses in the field. We'll leave them alone. Oh, you mean down here?
What's in the field? Yeah, look. Down there's a public footpath. Oh yeah, there's some horses down there. You sure they're horses? They look
no,
like
they're
donkeys
cows.
from the
All right,
back
they're
down here.
cows.
No?
Yeah, my mistake. They're cows.
I thought I was going to say they don't look like horses, Pete.
Well, when they got 4 legs and they're black and white. Horses got 4 legs and they're black and white. Could be. Right, so
You need your eyes tested, don't
So
you?
Words and Music, rough and ready, as you
Okay,
said.
first thing is Connie Francis passed away.
Yeah,
We
very
don't use
sad.
it.
So we're going to add.
That's Stupid Cupid and Lipstick on Your Collar. We definitely have to have them too.
Yeah, so that'll be added to the playlist. Now I have got the playlist with me. Hopefully I can access it. So just have a look and see if I can, because I downloaded. Don't think that dog likes us.
Now loony on us, Miss Probably.
No, it's the strangers, isn't it, in a little village. You know what people are like in their villages.
Go.
Oh, yeah, I have to turn my data on in a minute and I can get my playlist. So,
Yeah, I'm just going to wander this way. You can follow me.
so yeah, that's sad about Connie Francis. So we're definitely going to put some her music in. Those two, Lipstick on Your Collar
Yep.
and Stupid Cupid.
Yep.
That'll be in.
No, I was
I'll add
saying.
those onto the playlist.
I was saying in the car that
Yeah, we
I
did
did
record.
have that on LP.
Did record about 20 minutes of Words and Music in the car.
But
Nice, all down the country lanes, and really nice. I might get a bit of footage on the way back.
yeah,
Unfortunately, the microphones weren't connected.
No, because they completely run down and Pete had to recharge them, and they obviously disconnected themselves somehow. They have, didn't they?
Yes. Right, so
what was the other thing? Oh, your mum hasn't broken anything or fractured anything. That was good news.
Finally got Mum's X-ray results back. She hasn't fractured or broken her hip, which they didn't think she did, but they didn't think she'd broken it because obviously they couldn't have touched it. But it's just osteoarthritis in it, and they think where she bashed it on the door,
Yeah, we didn't
she
know
triggered it a bad, a bad episode off. That's the word. Thank you very much.
Sorry. No, we didn't even know she had it though, did
so
we?
she's still having trouble walking at the moment because obviously it's flaring up.
But no, that's good news.
But at least it's not broke and it's not fractured and it's nothing else, which is great news.
What the fun of that for Pete was, he got to stand in there where they were X-raying.
Yes, because I went in because I had to help Mum up on the bed. This was a little bit annoying. The one particular nurse wasn't very good because she wouldn't help Mum. Now they're meant to really help you up, aren't they? If you're going for an X-ray and you can't get on the bed. So I had to do it. I don't mind, I mean, it's my mum, but I mean, the nurses are there meant to be doing it,
Yeah,
you know,
and
and
your
she
mum's
didn't.
not big, so she wouldn't have
No,
pulled
she's
a
only
muscle or anything.
tiny. She's about 6 stone.
And I mean, the nurse was rather large.
Yeah, she was about 20 stone maybe. Mum's 6 stone. She could have just picked her up with one finger.
Yeah. So,
But she wouldn't help her on the bed. I thought, well, that's wrong.
yeah.
And anyway, she said, oh, just stand behind the blast shield, so to speak.
So Pete had a good look inside, didn't you? You was
Well, yeah,
quite...
sort of, yeah.
No, you said
So,
it's fascinating,
yeah,
didn't
well,
you?
it's
You said-
interesting
well,
because...
you've always wanted to look inside. You
Well,
said,
you think before, when they'd take an X-ray, they'd have to take the plate out,
Yeah.
for, you know, develop it. Doctor would have to have a look. Now, they push a button, it's instantly on the screen, and then of course it's on your record straight away, and any doctor can see it, or any hospital can log in and see it instantly. I think it's a very clever system.
what was interesting, you were saying you could see, couldn't you, that what was wrong straight away?
Yeah, I could see Mum's spine is a bit damaged. You can
And
tell.
then you could see the difference between the
Because
left
it's not
and the
a
right
straight,
hip, couldn't you?
the spine's straight, but on the very bottom there's a bit missing on the one side. You can see in the one hip. So it's very clever.
I presume this is the older part and that's the newer part, I'm presuming.
Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful stone. So we've got we have another poem from Bernie. Now Bernie's interested in doing some more, obviously, because he's really does it well.
And he does seem to enjoy this.
Can anybody who's listening, can you recommend anything that you might like to hear Bernie read? Which would be fun, because I think he's running out of ideas and he'd like to have some more.
Yeah, I'm sure David would come up with
I keep
something.
asking Susan, but you know what she's like, she never answers anything. You gotta,
me again.
if you was a butterfly, she would be perplexed on it.
Actually,
But,
talking of butterflies, I will admit, I did get distracted while I was in the garden the other day.
That's a nice window. Yes, go on. We're gonna.
Yeah, I was just going to sit here a
Yeah,
minute.
what we're gonna do.
I'm going to show you a book.
Yes.
Because Pete keeps saying I have nothing to talk about.
Right, hang on. Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to break now for Bernie. I think we do Bernie now. So I'm just going to let this roll for a couple of minutes without speaking, and then Bernie will be doing his poem. So,
I
right.
won't talk about my book then.
No, okay. So take it away, Bernie.
You'll be pleased to know that this week I found something much shorter than I have been reading, but I'm still going to continue with some of our classic poets. This week it's Robert Louis Stevenson, but a short little ditty entitled From a Railway Carriage. And the metre of this poem, hopefully, as I read it, will suggest the motion of the train as we go along on the journey. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like the troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle, all of the sights of the hill and the plain, fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again, in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself for gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with a man and a load. And here is a mill, and there is a river. Shh! Each a glimpse, and gone forever.
Okay, thank you very much, Bernie. Again, that was a short one this week, so much appreciated. So now Susan's going to talk about a book.
Well, yeah, you're always moaning.
First, because she hasn't talked about a book for
Pete's
ages.
always moaning about my books, and he says like the ones I am reading I can't put up. So this one is actually 96 years old, so it's quite good condition for this. And as you can see, it was printed in England by Ed J. Burrow and Co. Limited, and it's Cheltenham in London, and it's from November 1928. And now what it is the Old Gloucestershire Churches by, I think that's William, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, W.
Herbert Bird. And I said it's printed in 1928, so I should think it's all right for me to show people. Here we go. And what's the first? You got there's a few photos in here, but they call them plates. Then there's some drawings, and it's in alphabetical order. And it says, if you see, you've got a bit of architecture because the gentleman who wrote it was an architect. Now, if you look over there, Pete can see the type of the window that we got. See,
Yeah.
So you can look in this bit here.
Oh yeah, so if you look at the window
Yeah.
and those windows,
Yep.
then you
See?
can come back to your little guidebook
And then you can see.
and it'll basically tell you what the windows are.
So I'd say it's this one. Did you say was that one? Decorated?
Yeah, possibly.
I would say because
Sorry about that.
it hasn't got that
Chop
in
that
it.
bit out.
It hasn't got that or that, see?
No.
But that one over there in the corner, see that one up there?
Yeah, that has got that.
That has got that, so that's early English. That one in the corner, Pete can show you in a minute. See that one at the top?
That one just there.
No, that one
Oh.
over there.
Oh,
that
sorry.
one up there. See, it's got three like a rose in the middle.
Oh yeah, that big one there. Yeah, the biggest
so
one.
you can look at this book and it'll tell you here, which is that one here, see? It's in that style, see? Would you say?
Yeah, probably.
So that's early English, and that's from the 1186 to 1280.
Yeah, and the other one
And
is that one.
I would say the other one is that one, which is decorated. It's called decorated period, which is that's 1272 to. Can you see that?
1380, I think.
Yeah, I haven't got my glasses on.
No, have I.
So you can go in. If we go and have a look at the door in a minute, you can see the decoration on the door.
Yes,
we do a lot of Norman. We've done a lot of Norman churches.
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
know
you
that,
can
so
see what
you
they're
can
like.
See that. You have, and what it is basically it's an A to Z. It is basically an A to Z. This is all just like bell towers and all this.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
dedications and all things like that. And then you come into here, and then it starts obviously with A and like that, and you go find the church you're looking for. As you can see, it gets well used because we have visited a lot of churches in this book. And if you go to, I think it's.
Don't you mean we have visited a lot of churches?
What did I say?
We haven't.
Oh, we have. Okay, and this is the one we're at today. Don't we?
Yeah, this is actually in the book.
And it says it's Church of St Peter has a modern square, which it says quite. It's central tower, which is that one. So that's a modern tower, the middle there.
Yeah.
It's got a small north and south transparents. I can't see properly. I've got my glasses on. North porch is, I think that's 13th century, right?
Yeah.
Short nave, 2 bays and half on the north. It says, I can't really see they've got some, the block, I actually can show you the block doorways. The block doorways around that corner, so we'll go around there in a minute.
We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. then.
4 tower arches, this is all inside. And it's only a small piece on here, but if we went to Winchcombe, and the Winchcombe is massive on Winchcombe, it goes over to the next page. But as I said, if you can get a copy of this, and this is the sort of thing you're interested in, brilliant book to have.
Yeah, well worth having.
Yeah, and as I said, you can see, we've used it lots of times. Well, I used it lots of times. It's a good little guide to just finding churches in the area. And I noticed from 28, and a lot of the stuff in here now has changed. Obviously, some of these churches might not even.
Yes, it's rather.
Some of them are no longer in uses, and obviously the people. A lot's changed inside because some of them's been updated, some of them's closed down, some of them's just gone, aren't they? They're public use now.
Yeah.
Then people do actually. That's amazing. It might amaze me that instead of pulling these churches down, they sell them off, and people have their houses in them.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? They do tend to sell.
But
churches.
it would be brilliant to have, I think, to live in a church.
Oh, I'd love to have one. Yeah.
Yeah, to do it, because if keep all these windows and all that in there. And we have actually come across one house, and I can't remember where it was now. They actually keep the headstones in the garden, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
So they've
Yeah,
got
it's
the
really
house,
interesting.
the church is their house, and they've kept the stones. But obviously, there is obviously a protocol. If you want them out, they must remove them to a local cemetery. But I suppose it's that law. I think you can keep your grave for 99 years. So I suppose you can't just upturf somebody that's paid for 99 years.
No, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean, what do you do? You can't evict them, can you?
No, they paid to be buried there, haven't they?
Yep.
I like the law. I think it's 99 years. That's how you get along. You get a lease on your grave, and then you can be upturned, isn't it? It's nice,
Yep.
isn't it? So,
Right, let's have some music then. So, because I got my playlist working, we're going to start with Kaylee Marillion, Vigil by Fish, who used to be in Marillion before he left that. Winter Skies by Mostly Autumn. I know a lot of our listeners like that, or viewers. Dreaming While You Sleep, Genesis. Credo by Fish. The Last Laugh by Ray Wilson. So that'll do for a minute.
And then we go inside and
And
we'll
now
do...
we're going to have a look inside if we can get in.
Yeah.
So that's a couple of songs for you for a minute, and then hopefully we'll come back in a minute with a few more tracks and then talk about something else. Again, it's been busy in Morton because of
Yeah, sure.
the air show. And obviously, if you're up at Fairford anyway, you're not going to be able to move. Oh, look at this little stairs up to this little doorway.
Little priest door.
Yeah.
No.
There's hundreds of thousands of people there. I just couldn't cope with all the
It's
people.
£47, isn't it, for entry?
Yeah, or if you want one of those special packages, it's 280 or something like that.
Mm.
Well, that was a doorway.
Yeah,
before.
that's what
Look
I
at
was
that.
just talking about. It's in the book. Oh, here's an interesting grave. Actually, this gentleman here. See? Now his
He's the
son.
rector.
Yeah, but here's something else. Let me show you about this gentleman here. If you get my book out, see now. Right, I actually got a little piece on him in there. He was very young when he died. He was actually 35. You see now, only 2 years he was rector here, but in that time he had 2 sons with his wife, and he was also a cricketer for Oxfordshire, and he played at Lord's. He did.
Go on.
I don't know if it's on.
Yeah, no, you keep.
Am I filming? Oh yeah, it must be
No,
filming.
you keep shaking your hand.
Oh, all right. And what I'm interested in is, I don't know if it's on the other side. Let me have a look on the other side.
You keep shaking your hand when you're talking. Don't do that.
I know, it's because I got that habit.
Yeah, well, don't.
On this side here. Now let's show you this. Now this gentleman at the top here, John, is his son, and he was a soldier, a career soldier. And what's interesting about him is it doesn't actually say it on his grave, but he's got the Distinguished Service Order. He was a colonel, yeah. He was an honorary brigadier. He fought in World War One. And what is interesting about him is also, he was the early days of aviation, and he got his aviator certificate on the 29th of October 1912 in a Bristol biplane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he went on to serve with distinguishing First World War. But then, this gentleman down here is his son, so this is 3 generations of Johns. Now, John is another distinguished soldier. He was a general. He's a general who was a GCB, an MBE and an OBE, right? He fought in the First World War in the artillery company, and his job, he was basically in charge of all the artillery, all the guns and everything in that. And he was one of the last to hold this one position. He was. Because they changed, when he retired, they changed the name of the position he held. But yeah, he was basically in charge of everything. So that's 3 generations of Johns, all buried there.
Right, let's see if we can get in.
So,
Whether it's open is another. Oh, I think it'll.
so there's a very tiny arch here.
Yeah, not much in here. Oh yeah, it's a sticky door, but we can get in. Font. Oh, that's an interesting smell in here. The old font.
Oh, this is old, isn't it? Look at the arches in here.
Oh, there's a bell. A rope for the bell.
I do believe the font is Norman.
Got the children's corner. Very, very nice church. We have some amazing churches in the Cotswolds. They're a really real pleasure to come and have a look at. It's a beautiful window there. See if I can get that one in, it's a bit awkward.
See the full coats of arms in here. Holding the angels.
Susan's stripping up. That's an interesting window. They've got a clear window and a bit of stained glass at the top of that one.
Oh, here's the list of rectors. We should have our John on here somewhere. Where's our John?
Oh, I'm getting very hungry.
I can't find John on here.
I've had nothing to eat.
I found him. There he goes.
Nothing to eat and
There
only
we
one
go.
cup of coffee. I want to have a picture of the king.
1877, there he is. There he is.
What's going on here? Hang on.
Now that's interesting because when you look on the Ever Index, it says he was vicar here for 2 years, but according to this, he looks like he was here a lot longer. So it's always interesting to look at these things up. No?
Oh, it's a nice little picture there. There's a lot of shadows, unfortunately, a lot of reflections. So some of it you won't be able to see.
God, look how narrow that door is.
No, as I said, we've had an interesting week sorting Mum out, going to the doctors, hospitals. I mean, it's a bit frustrating. What I am frustrated is, I think it was 3 weeks ago we went to Gloucester.
Oh, they have a picture of King Charles.
I know, I just saw that. We sat 5 hours in the ED or E, whatever they call it over there now. The doctor saw Mum eventually, and all he did was pulled her leg about and said, "Oh no, you haven't broken nothing. Give her some painkillers because it's not worth doing an X-ray." Now, if he'd have done the X-ray 3 weeks ago, Mum would have known exactly what was wrong and maybe could have got some appropriate painkillers for that particular thing. You're going to have to excuse the squeaky noise. That's my new boots. I had to buy some walking boots and they're making like a squeaky,
I've got a sin. This is.
squeaky, sticky noise.
I think I found a green man. Look,
See,
what they call the green man.
£20, £20 from Amazon.
People want to look at your shoes, the squeaky shoes.
They might do.
Look, see that one up there?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting picture.
Oh, we got a better picture up here. The rectors were.
So yeah, so that was frustrating. I think they could have
This is more up to modern, up to date. Look,
lovely
haven't
font,
had that,
very
have they?
basic font. Look at this, beautiful lid, really beautiful, but very basic.
first recorded is 1281, and it was Robert of Gloucester. Obviously, he didn't have surnames then, so it was just Robert of Gloucester. He was.
Robert of Gloucester.
And then it looks like.
So yeah, so we might. I don't know
Quite
if we'll
interesting if you read it.
I don't think we'll be heading up to the other church. I don't think today. I think we'll save that for another day. And we'll go back outside in a minute. I'll give you some more music.
Yeah, this is a more modern, up-to-date one over the parish rectors. So you can see, it's not that many if you consider it, how old the church is.
No, not a lot.
No.
Okay, shall we head back out and then I'll give the people some music.
Oh, I've got things to say. I have a few things to say.
Oh, Susan's got
Yes.
some things to say.
No, we were on about me being distracted, and because I was distracted again by something, I forgot to. Actually, I was distracted by that grave, wasn't I?
Well, hang on, let me just. I got to show you this beautiful door. Look at this. This is something special, isn't it? Now, this is what a door should look like. Not the rubbish. The rubbish we got now, you know, the ones the councils put in and the cheap plasticky doors, they're horrible. That to me is a door and what a door should look like.
Yeah, what I was saying, I have got a few things to say. So I got distracted by that grave over there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So I was saying something about getting distracted.
Oh, yeah, come back this way because I got to stand here to see the music.
You want to do the music or I do it?
Right, hang on, let me just do a bit more music.
All right.
If I can find my thing again. And then I'll be with you. Being buzzed by a bee. We'll go on for a minute when I get the music back.
Okay, so the first thing is that I was in the garden, went to be doing some gardening when I got distracted, believe it or not, by a lone ladybird. We've got one in residence in the garden. And instead of doing what I was meant to be doing, I decided to do a little film on it. That is available on my YouTube channel. And Pete will put a link up in there. Oh, that's my stomach now rumbling. Pete will put a link up to that. Let's see, I get distracted easily. Second, my book on Oxfordshire, Oxford Myths and Mysteries. Is that what it's called?
Myths, mysteries, is it?
Yeah, something like that anyway. Pete will put a link to that in the description as well. Yeah. I'll get there in a minute. So that's just been released. I think 2 days ago it was released.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Mandy and David, they know who they are, for their continuous support and their patience in both going through it and editing it this time. They've both done that, so thank you very much. And I want to thank you to Paul, Paul was actually the first one to get his order in even before I'd said it was released. So Paul, say thank you for Paul. And then
I'll sit on this bench by the door. Go on.
And then I want to say thank you to Bernie, who's also given his support to my books, and Jeff in America. So hello, Jeff. Thank you for listening to us on a Saturday. We know you got time differences and you're a long distance driver, so that's much appreciated. And he's also put in an order in America, so that's nice. We got a sale in America, I have. And Mason said he's interested, and he's from our little group that we're in with Bernie. So thank you to all of you for that. Yes?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else I have to say.
Right, okay. Well, I'll get on with a couple of bits of more music. Hang on, let's just find it. Hold on. The Party's Over, Fish. Man on the Rocks, Mike Oldfield. Fading Colours, Mostly Autumn. Sometimes the Winter Machine. Warm Wet Circles, Marillion. That's a great track from Marillion. 1999, that one I'm taking that one from. Steve Rothenry, Morpheus. The Visitor Arena, another fantastic band. In Floral Green, Lonely Robot. Love those bands. That's thanks to David. He introduced me to Lonely Robot. The Space, Marillion. And No Man's Land by The Pineapple Thief. There's a couple more in there which I'm going to link. I shall link that, and I'll link Susan's new book. I shall link
my ladybug.
Susan's website.
Susan's YouTube site.
Yeah, YouTube site.
It's
difficult to say.
Wrong.
YouTube, yes.
Yes.
And Bernie's mine. And I don't know. I think that might be it for this week. Maybe we got quite a bit of footage.
Yeah,
but I might be filming a bit on the way back. I'll see. So I might add a bit more in.
Yeah,
but
and we're thinking.
Again, thanks for listening, watching, and joining in, and whatever.
And we might have a video of 2 idiots driving through the countryside.
Yes, we might make a new channel. Maybe just have 2 idiots driving through the country.
Yeah, because we do.
We tend to do that, and sometimes it doesn't work. So we might put that up with just some music over, because I got about half an hour of footage today, and then the microphones weren't working.
Yeah, so
we're going to call it a day from there. So this is Pete, and that's Susie. There, look, she's got the hat on.
Don't
She don't want her face in there in case they recognise her. She's in witness protection at the moment, so
that's for annoying people all the time.
Yeah, not really meant to put her face on. So anyway, I'll edit that bit out. Don't worry, Susie. Nobody knows where you live.
Oh, thank you.
Nobody knows you live in the Cotswolds and you're on witness protection. So don't worry, that'll be taken out. I'll take that bit out.
Yes.
So thank you very much. And this is Words and Music, Rough and Ready. And I thought maybe the name's more appropriate, because Susan's never ready. And if you see Susan, she's definitely rough.
We're never ready.
She's definitely rough. So thank you very much, and goodbye from both of us.